Romance.
Can you hold hands? Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like this. Oh, our rings. We hold hands in the car, usually when we're driving.
Pretty sure he hates her. Who wouldn't? Awkward. It's like when I hold my dog's paw to wipe it. Or your cat's paw when you clip its nails. Oh, wait, she wouldn't know that. She has the same dusty abaya, still covered in food particles and wet for 3 months. Why are they always out in the dark? He's so embarrassed to be seen with her large ass. He probably is embarrassed to be seen in public with her, but also, she's already drenched in sweat in the cool night air. She might literally melt if the sun was out. He always seems surprised by the things she says they do together. Dude is giving Syrian Pete's vibes. Has he never held a trotter? I mean, before. I'm already bored again. OMG, she needs a killer whale outfit. They totally take that show on the road. Hate these two losers. Has to be asked to hold hands, but when she's about to fall on her face walking across a water bridge, PDA isn't allowed in public. Tell us your marriage is fake without telling us. So awkward. I could fake chemistry with a complete stranger better than this dynamic duo from hell. Also, literally nobody holds hands like that. WTF. He looks so happy, huh? That was the most awkward hand holding ever. This is what we're all so jealous over? If I didn't loathe her so much, I'd feel sorry for her. Pathetic. He is so pissed she's back. I'm telling you. He's like, oh, not this shit again. The smell alone is making him question his decisions right about now. That's the way you hold hands with someone you didn't like in children's church. Give me back my hand. I need to fix the selfie stick. That and keep running his hand through his hair. He's like, don't touch me. And he must be so excited to get her home so she can keep saying, Howie, with her gross ass, hot ass breath. This is the most embarrassing crap I've ever seen in my life, and not just because this be getting scammed. Yikes. And for fuck's sake, boy, stop staring at yourself. She's too stupid to figure out he doesn't take her anywhere, that there are other people. How embarrassing for her. I can't wrap my mind around the supposed fact he's been told there is no Canada on the horizon, but he still believes she can get him there. Something ain't right with him. Is she taking advantage another slow person? Or is he just effing dumb? I am convinced he's mentally delayed the way he plays with all the toys at the children's places they only ever go to. His plastic chucks almost hitting himself in the face, etc. Chantal is definitely taking advantage and keeping him with lies. She's so blinded by her own delusion that she can't even see that he can't stand her ass. This fat fuck. Hashtag Foodie Beauty.
So I had a ticket, like I noticed my seat. So whenever I went to check in at the counter, well, I checked in, but when I went to drop my baggage at the counter, I asked the guy, I'm like, can you check my seat and see if I'm sitting beside anybody? So he's like, not right now, but I can't guarantee that somebody won't be booking that seat like soon. So I get on the plane and like, so there's 3 seats. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know, there's a middle seat. I had a window seat, or no, it wasn't a window seat. I don't know, like I think I originally picked a window seat, so why did he give me? Anyway, it was confusing. This is part of the problem. I get on the plane, I have my luggage or my carry-on, which was super heavy, and I'm like, where's my seat, like K whatever or J whatever. So she's like, you're in the middle, and I'm like, in the middle? Like, guys, like the seats are small. So I technically like I just lucked out all this time um, buying one seat and thinking, I'll get away with it. No one will sit beside me. This time, not so much. I'm sitting at the window. This middle seat is empty so far. There's a girl on the far end, and we're talking. This old man comes, and he's like big enough. He comes and he's like, "You're in my seat, the window seat." So I'm like, "Oh no." So it turns out I was booked in the middle. So I'm not gonna fly like 12 hours. I would have had to fly 12 hours in the middle. And then like one of the clerks noticed like, okay, maybe she's going to be uncomfortable, so they actually talked to ground staff and they were able to rearrange. Like Qatar Airlines is like the best airline, and this is like their customer service is outstanding. The plane was full, like almost full. Aisha. Did I say that right? Aisha.
Salam Aisha.
Salam alaikum, Aisha.
You say it right. Not Aisha, yeah.
Yeah, Aisha. No, they didn't have to delay takeoff. They delayed takeoff because they took like 45 minutes to board everybody. I was so annoyed. I had to stand there for 45 minutes with my luggage and everyone else was annoyed, but I thought, you know what? Just be calm because I missed you guys. I missed you too, Aisha. I missed you guys all. So like we're almost at the beach.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is like they rearranged people so that I had the window seat and a seat extra beside me. So I did it for free, like for free. I was like, I'm so sorry, like I'm willing to pay some for an upgrade. I don't know like what you want me to do. They're like, no, it's okay, it's okay. So thank goodness. I hope I don't have to make this journey ever, like until I lose some weight, because or maybe next time, maybe there'll be a deal on business class. But yeah, it all worked out. But it was so like I was freaking out at first. I was like, oh my gosh.
I love how she was so appalled by the notion of sitting in the middle seat. How dare they treat the star of girl world like this? Ma'am, you're the one who booked it. When you're high and book a seat, dude, she has to stop doing this. She can't just book one seat and force people to shift around their seats just so she can take up two spots for free. And then got pissy about the man wanting the seat he paid for that she was sitting in. She is a real piece of shit. I'd like to see some of the smug wiped off her face. Nothing too much, just enough to slap some sense or humbleness into her. They rearranged people for her? They must have just loved that. Thumbs up. Nice. Fat privilege. Woo! Stuck in the middle. It's disgusting. I would not have moved if they'd asked me. That flight was so delayed because of her. She can deny it all she wants, but she admitted she was standing there the whole 45 minutes. So clearly it was because they were figuring out how to shove her into a row that would fit her. What is a plane clerk? Didn't know customer service agents are in the planes now, lol. This is her pretty privilege. This pisses me off so much. When will she ever face any consequences? I hope she thanked everyone on the plane for their inconvenience. £500 in 3 months, needing 3 seats plus. Incoming. Nah, she always gets lucky. She's been buying 2 seats and she's embarrassed AF. Look at my ring. Look, my ring. Are you looking? What, this old thing? Had it ages. Airline. Accommodate the 500-pound gun or face a medical emergency mid-flight with a cantal stroke out from a blood clot. Questionable at times, I'm sure. Her facial features are drastically disappearing into one large balloon face. Did she forgo the filters or have they just packed it in? That's a good question, lol. Either way, her face looks like it's ready to just pop at the touch of a needle to her face. If only, lol. Like that she thinks she's just going to stay there forever. That said, watch her get away with it. Lol. Self-entitled fat fuck. She knows she needs to buy 2 seats. She can't pull out her tray. She uses the one next to her. In the Cuba flight, a child had to be removed from their safety seat and sit on dad's lap to go. She said she loved inconveniencing skinny people on the plane. Hashtag Foodie Beauty 100% selfish. I can't do this again. Why are they not marching her back out to the front gate and demanding a credit card to pay for a second seat? Forehead fat imminent. Yes, definitely, even her eyes are fat now. No doubt, while she's saying they were fatphobic, etc. People like her annoy me to the max. Another reason to LARP as a modest religious woman, I refuse to call her a Muslim, not sorry, and she looks older. She puts on a meek, shy voice, pretends to not know what's going on, and manipulates every person around her. People can't possibly know unless they're around her long enough. And she talks snipping about the old man showing no up. It was his seat, but. So she inconvenienced a plane full of people because she only booked one seat, knowing damn well she needs two. I would have booed her off the plane. And she's laughing about it. So many lies. They didn't move people around for her comfort. I hope she got a clot. How about an ounce of shame? I don't believe a word. I think she pitched a fit. Me too. Sitting there all red-faced, sweaty, a huffing and puffing pouty mess. Yep, they did not accommodate her. They accommodated the other passengers. And they absolutely should have charged her with it being an almost full flight. What would she have done if it were full? Shaking my head. Allah, file a suit now. I love that someone asked if she fit on the plane and her answer was yes, but she would be uncomfortable. No, B. You would have made two other people uncomfortable with your 400 plus pounds with zero consideration for people who have to be rearranged to make your ass fit. How embarrassing to have to rearrange the plane for her oversized self. If someone else caused a holdup like that, she would have dedicated a whole rage stream to it. Also, Salah sounded really annoyed when she mispronounced Aisha's name. Well, that's his real wife, so I'm sure it annoyed him. Chin lies about everything. Why lie to her viewers? You're too fat for one seat. Buy two, you cheap hoe. Entitled to the max. I hope someone with more free time and hate for her turns her into authorities for her attempt to illegally marry Scammer and live in Kuwait. It would not break my heart to see her deported rightfully so, but only after Allah has her arrested for slander. A girl can dream. He noticed I'd be uncomfortable. No, you self-centered entitled brat. He knew there's no way all three of you would physically fit. He felt bad for the other two passengers. Well, and I think the physical impossibility of them all fitting was the main driver. Chantal takes up the full two seats. Yeah, nothing to do with feeling bad for Chantal. Maybe feeling bad that they couldn't move her to the baggage hold, but that's about it. Nah, maybe plan ahead. They should not have arranged the plane for her. What an absolute inconvenience. She chose not to get appropriate seating, knowing her situation. No exceptions should be made for her. That's ridiculous. Funkle Allah, you didn't do shit. She's back in the country. It was for views and clout. All lying liars that lie. You nailed it. Take this comment to his YouTube channel. He won't see it on Twitter. Fat fuck, I would tell her to get in the baggage department under the plane. They rearranged the plane for her fat ass and it took time to board and it pissed her off. I wonder if anyone has tried to call her self-doxed Canadian cell number. I wonder if she our Canuck phone, hashtag Foodie Beauty. So this bitch has been getting away with one seat because the airplanes have been empty, yet has the gall to be annoyed this time because she's poor or doesn't take proper action to make sure her gargantuan body buys two seats. Those passengers are too nice. She needed her ass stomped. So I'm hearing that Peggy was right about the delay. They had to rearrange the whole plane for one fat bitch who is too cheap to pay for an extra seat. Mmm. Interesting. She really struggled coming up with this BS story. It irritates me how much she fidgets with that hijab. It shows she doesn't really wear it when the camera is or was not recording. Looking how huge she is. This phone must not have filters. Remember when she just converted to Islam and she had the double wide seat on her way back to Canada and she was mad and mocking that others had to stand near her to wait on the bathroom and how annoying it was to have a child stand next to her 'cause he had to pee? Hashtag this fat fuck. Fat fuck. I don't believe for 1 second they rearranged everyone just so her fat ass could have an empty seat beside her. She may fool her wib idiots, but not the rest of the world. You bought an extra seat, Miss Moo. Who is this broad? Pretty privilege is a joke, right? In her case. Pretty girl privilege. I don't believe that staff noticed she looked uncomfortable. She whined and manipulated as usual till she got her way. She held up Takeoff like a selfish bee that she is. We're just so pretty. How could you not be horrifically embarrassed that you are so big you cannot fit into two airplane seats, can't stand up for more than 30 minutes, and can't lift your luggage? What a piece of shit. Annoyed it took them 45 minutes to board, but thinks she's entitled to swapping seats and only paying for one when she needs two. She's such an asshole. Fucking lard ass piece of shit. Fucking bitch. I wish they would have made her pay. How are you gonna be annoyed that you have to wait when you're the one causing the delay because your dumbass chose a middle seat?